Message is transmitted at the request of the United States Geological Survey. At 12:12 a.m. Central Daylight Time on July 17, 2009, the USGS detected a magnitude 5.7 on the Richter scale. According to numerous news reports, the shaking was felt from southeast Mississippi to central Texas. The United States Geological Survey are unsure if further earthquakes will continue across the region. These areas are not known to be on any sort of fault line. The United States Geological Survey has determined that an earthquake watch should be in effect. This earthquake watch will be in effect for the next couple of weeks. Message is transmitted at the request of the United States Geological Survey at 3:34 a.m. Central Daylight Time. The USGS detected a magnitude 7.1 earthquake. Seismologists have determined that a previous unidentified fault line extending from Lake Pontchartrain to Toledo Bend Lake has ruptured. Significant aftershocks are now expected. An earthquake warning is in effect for the entire states of Louisiana and Mississippi. If shaking occurs, you are ordered to do the following. Drop, cover, and hold on immediately. Drop down to your hands and knees. This position keeps you from being knocked over and allows you to stay low to the floor. Cover your head and neck with your arms. If a sturdy table or desk is nearby, crawl underneath it for shelter. If no shelter is nearby, crawl next to an interior wall, away from windows. Stay on your knees or bent over to protect vital organs. Hold on to your shelter with one hand, and be ready to move with it if it shifts. Specific instructions. If you use a wheelchair or walker, lock your wheels, remain seated, and cover your head and neck with your arms. If you are in bed, stay there. Turn face down and cover your head and neck with a pillow. If you are in a car, pull over and stop in a clear location. Avoid bridges, overpasses, and utility wires. Set your parking brake if you are outside. Stay there. Move to an open area away from buildings, trees, street lights, and power lines. Drop and cover until the shaking stops. Post-earthquake hazards. Serious hazards can exist after an earthquake, including structural damage, leaking gas, ruptured water lines, and downed power lines. Expect aftershocks to follow the main shock. Be ready to drop, cover, and hold on again. If you are in a damaged building, go outside and move quickly away from the structure. Do not re-enter damaged buildings if you are trapped. Do not shout to avoid inhaling dust. Send a text, bang on a pipe or wall.
This is a message from the United States Federal Emergency Management Agency on behalf of the United States Geological Survey. At 4:34 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time or 3:34 p.m. Central Daylight Time on July 24th, 2009, An earthquake with a magnitude of 9.3 has triggered multiple fault lines, mostly hidden across the following states: Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and East Texas. There is a possibility of existing fault lines, including the new Mad Rid fault line, reactivating and triggering further earthquakes. We are getting word from seismologists from USGS that the 9.3's epicenter was off the coast of Jamaica and may have triggered a tsunami. Follow messages from local authorities and the National Weather Service on further information on potential tsunami warnings from the National Tsunami Warning Center. A federal emergency has been declared for these states. As further earthquakes continue, also listen to local officials on ways to protect yourself during an earthquake and its aftershocks. The USGS has stated that, due to the unusualness of the situation, further earthquakes of magnitude 6 or higher may occur across the United States. The United States government will be investigating these series of earthquakes.
The tsunami warning is now in effect, which includes the coastal areas of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. This message is information only for coastal areas of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. From the Texas-Mexican border in Boca Chica Village, Texas to Key West, Florida. Persons in low-lying coastal areas should be alert to instructions from their local emergency officials. Evacuations are only ordered by emergency response agencies. Persons in tsunami warning coastal areas should move inland to higher ground. A 9.3 magnitude earthquake near Jamaica has prompted a tsunami warning from Boca Chica Village, Texas to Key West, Florida. Tsunami warnings mean that a tsunami with significant widespread inundation is imminent, expected, or occurring. Warnings indicate that widespread dangerous coastal flooding, accompanied by powerful currents, is possible and may continue for several hours after the initial wave arrival. This message is based mainly on earthquake data. Earthquakes of this size are known to generate dangerous tsunamis. As more information becomes available, the warning areas will be refined. This message will be updated in 30 minutes or sooner if this situation warrants. The tsunami message will remain in effect until further notice. Refer to the internet site wcatwc.arh.noaa.gov for more information.
We interrupt our programming. This is a national emergency. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air, providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is WMPS. We will continue to serve the Memphis area. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Memphis area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use. We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is WMPS. This station will continue furnishing news, official information, and instructions for the Memphis.
A
National Information Center statement has been issued. A representative for the President of the United States will appear shortly over the emergency alert system. A National Information Center statement has been issued. A representative for the President...
Good evening. My name is David Walsh. I have been authorized to deliver this statement on behalf of the President of the United States and the United States Geological Survey at approximately 10:37 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Numerous fault lines along the East Coast were activated, triggering a series of powerful earthquakes. On behalf of the President, the most significant of these was an unprecedented major earthquake with an estimated magnitude greater than 9.0 Eastern Daylight Time. According to preliminary reports, the event registered a modified alkaline intensity of 8 and struck the Brevard Fault Zone with its epicenter near Hot Springs, North Carolina, close to the North Carolina-Tennessee state line. Greater than 9. This earthquake was felt throughout much of the eastern United States. The event, including here in Washington, D.C., intensity of 8. Due to the severity of the event, the President has been safely moved to a secure location as a precaution. Early reports indicate widespread devastation much across the eastern half of the country, including here in Washington. The scale of damage is being described as unprecedented and unimaginable. Seismic activity has also been recorded across a vast area, with earthquakes reaching magnitudes near 7 as far south as Cuba, half of as far north as Timmins, Ontario, Canada, and as far west as Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, and southeastern Iowa. Tremors exceeding magnitude 6 have been reported across additional regions beyond those areas. As far north, this is a major national disaster for the United States. Far west, as federal, state, and local emergency agencies and southeast are mobilizing and responding to assess the damage, assist those affected, and begin recovery efforts in those areas. But throughout our history, Americans have faced great challenges and have always risen to meet them. We will stand together in this difficult time to assess the damage. We will rebuild our communities, and we will rebuild this nation stronger and more resilient than before. Thank you. Great God bless you all, and may God bless the United States of America together in this difficult time. We will rebuild our communities, and we will rebuild this nation stronger and more resilient than before. Thank you.
This concludes operations under the emergency alert system. All normal operations may now resume.